we have battements. So battements in jazz are essentially the same as grand battements in ballet. However, we're just going to call them battements for the sake of this class. So for this battement combination, we're going to be doing a total of 6 battements, starting on the right side, and then we will turn around and do the same thing starting on the left side. These battements will alternate legs, so we'll go right, left, and as I said, we will be traveling, so we're going to be walking as we do these battements. So back up to where you have some space to travel forward. We're going to begin with our right foot back in a B+, and you have the option to either put your hands on your hips to keep those hips level, or you can bring them out to a second position. So to begin, our first step will be a step on the right foot, yeah? So we'll step right, we will be turned out, and we're going to brush our left foot through a first position and brush it all the way up to a grand battement, and then we're going to lower it down, toe first, then lowering the ball, then the heel, and then we're going to repeat and brush that right foot through first, bringing it up, lower down, toe, ball, heel, and brush left, up, lower toe, ball, heel. Yeah, so we're going to be every step doing a grand battement or a battement to the front, and we will be turned out. So as I said, we're going to be doing 6, so we'll alternate by stepping on the right foot first, which means we'll kick the left foot first. Yeah, even though we're on the right side, we're going to kick the left foot first. So we'll go left, right, left, right, left, right, and then we will step to turn around and repeat that all on the left side. So we'll step left foot first and then battement on the right. So let's give it a try walking through with counts. So we'll step on the right foot, 1, kick 2, step 3, kick 4, 5, kick 6, 7, kick 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And here we're going to step on the right foot 5, turn around 6, and then we're going to bring that left foot to a B+ position 7, 8, and then we're going to repeat all of that traveling to the back. So we step on the left foot and kick the right, step right, kick left, step, kick, step, kick, step, kick. So going 6 times on that left side. So make sure as you do this combination that you keep both legs straight and turned out. And also remember to point your toes. As soon as that foot brushes off the floor, just like a tendu or a dégagé, that toe immediately points and stays pointed until it returns back to the floor. And we're going to give this combination a try with music, starting on that right side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step and turn, left side. Step, kick, kick. Point those feet. Step and turn. Next in the center, we're going to be moving into some chaînés and piqués. So these are going to be the exact same chaînés and piqués that we did in our ballet class, so nothing about them is really changing. So we're going to begin by working on just our chaînés, and it is your choice if you would like to go in a straight line or in a circle. Just make sure that whichever way you do it, you are spotting. So let's begin with our right foot in a tendu, and our arms are in right arm front and left arm is extended to the side. So from here, we're going to have a little plie on that left leg, and this is your preparation for that first chaîné. So we're going to plie, open up that right arm and leg, and come up to releve, up, and then we'll close together, open and close, open and close, open and close, yeah? So as we go through these chaînés, we're going to do a chaîné every 2 counts. So you'll come up, open up 1, close 2, open 3, close 4. And that'll be your timing. So for every 8 counts, that will equal 4 chaînés. We're going to do that for 2 8 counts, and that'll equal a total of 8 chaînés. As we go through, make sure you're spotting, make sure that your core is engaged, and feel free to make any modifications you need to be able to turn easily in your space. So let's give it a try on the right side with music. 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's give that a try on the left side. 5, 6, 7. Here we go. 1, 2. We're going to repeat the same format now using our PK turns. So remember, PK means to prick. So we'll begin the same exact way we do in our chaînés, with that right foot extended out and that left leg in a plie. We ronde-jambe that right leg and open that right arm to the side, come up to passe, slide it down the leg, and plie while we release that right foot out again to where we started. So open up, passe, slide it down, plie. Open, passe, slide down, plie. So that is our framework for each of those PKs. So let's walk through it on the left. Left foot is extended out, left arm is front, right arm to the side. We begin with that plie, open up, come to passe, slide it down the leg, and plie again. Open up to passe, and lower. Up to passe, and lower. Yeah. So as we go through the right and left side, remember to spot wherever you're going. So let's begin on that right side by doing 2 8 counts of PKs on the right, and then we'll pause and do 2 8 counts of PKs on the left. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Halfway. Let's try it on the left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Next, we're going to be doing some footwork combinations, and we're going to begin by working on our pas de bourrées. We're going to be paying more attention to our pliés and our relevés that we do with each step in our pas de bourrée. Additionally, we will be switching from side to side in this combination. So we'll be doing a pas de bourrée on the right, pas de bourrée on the left, on the right, on the left, and so on. So let's go ahead and begin by walking through a pas de bourrée on the right. We're going to begin with that right foot out to the side in a tendu position, and we'll have those arms in a T. So we're going to begin by doing a step back with the right foot. So we're going to step back, then we're going to take the left foot, step it to the side, and then take that right foot and step front. Yeah. So again, on the right, we just stepped back, side, front. That's your pas de bourrée on the right. Now, we need to pay attention to when we're pliing and when we're relevéing. So on that right leg, we're going to step on the ball of the foot, step back, and then as we step to the side, we step side on relevé, and then as we bring that right foot to the front, we're going to plie and put that heel on the floor. Yeah? And then we're ready to go right away on the left side. So let's bring that left foot in. We'll step back, step side, step front. So again, we begin by stepping on the ball of our foot on that left leg. We come up to a relevé as we step to the side. And then as we bring that left leg front again, we come to a plie and place that full foot on the floor with the heel down. So let's walk through that right and left. So on the right foot, we tendu it out to the side as our preparation. We step back, up side, down front. And then on the left, we step back, up side, down front. And again on the right, back, side, front. Again, left side back, side, front. Just to make sure that that pathway of the foot was clear, I'm going to turn around and face the back. That way you're able to follow along from behind, and hopefully that'll be a little bit easier for you to see which way we're going. So I'm going to begin on the right side, and I'm going to step back, up side, down front. And here's my left foot. We step back, open side, and front. So that is our pas de bourrées from the back. We're just going to be repeating that phrase, right, left, 8 times. Make sure that you keep those arms nice and strong in your T. Let's give it a try with music. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back, side, front. Left, back, side, front. Back, side, front. Back, side, front. Down, up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Our next combination in the center, we're going to be working on our chassés, meaning to chase, and our pivot turns. Another word that's commonly used for a chassé is a gallop. Essentially, it is the same movement. So feel free to think about it that way if it helps you. Now, when we do our chassés, we want to do them nice and big. Typically, chassés are used to precede another big movement, like a jump or a turn. So do make sure that you are doing your chassés as big as you can, and mostly concentrating on getting them nice and high. So let's back up. We're going to do, for this combination, 3 chassés and then a pivot turn. So we'll begin by taking that right foot out. We'll chassé 1, 2, 3, and then with that right foot in front, we're going to step on it and then turn towards our left leg. So now our left foot is front, and then we'll repeat our chassés on the left side. Chassé 1, 2, 3. We'll step on the left foot and then turn to face the right foot, yeah? So pivot. A pivot turn just means that you take one step and then you rotate on it to face the other direction. So pivot turn on the left, we would take a step and rotate, yeah? Step and rotate. Notice that rotation is happening on the ball of your foot. So we'll begin with that right foot back in your B+. We're going to do 3 chassés on the right and then 1 pivot turn. And then right away, we'll do the same thing on the left side. 3 chassés and then 1 pivot turn. We're going to do this whole combination twice through. Your hands will remain on your hips. So let's give it a try, beginning with that right foot back. Here we go. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Step and pivot. 1, 2, 3. Step and pivot. Again. 2, 3. Step and pivot. 1, 2, 3. Step and pivot. To finish this off, we are going to end with a cool down. So bring your feet together. From here, just roll the head down. Let those arms hang in front. Make sure those legs are straight. And we're going to plie and straight. Keep going, bending and straightening. And plie all the way down so you're sitting on your heels. And straighten both legs. Plie and roll up. Good, bring those feet out to the side. We're gonna reach those arms out. Reach right, left, and over to the side. And coming back up, we reach left, right, and over. here, rolling down to the center. And we're gonna turn out those feet so the toes are open, and we're going to bend just the right leg. And straighten, bend just the left leg. And straighten, bend the right one more time. And the left. And walk those hands through those feet, reaching behind you. And plie to roll up. With those feet still being turned out, we're going to squat down again, stretching through the hips. And shift the weight over to the right. And to the left. And back to the center. Come to a standing position. All right, from here we're going to walk ourselves out into a plank. So rolling yourself down with those legs straight. Walk your hands out in front of you. Come to a plank and lower the hips to the floor, untuck the toes, and press up, stretching through the back. And sitting back on the heels, arms reaching forward. And rolling yourself up to a seated position. You can stay here on your knees or sit in a crisscross applesauce, whichever you prefer. From here, take that right arm, pull it across your body, stretching through the shoulder. And left side. Then take that right arm behind the head and pull it back from the elbow. And left side. And relax those arms. We're going to reach behind you, interlock those fingers together, lean forward and lift both arms up as high as you can. And come up and relax. Bring those feet in front of you to a pike. Roll out the ankles. And point the toes. Reach up and forward. And flex the toes, pull them towards you. And relax. Let's cross that right leg over the knee. Bring it towards your chest. Lower that foot down, switch to the left. And lower down. All right, last thing we're going to work on is our splits. If you are wanting to be more involved in dance or take dance classes, getting your splits will be something very important that you will need to do. So we're going to begin by walking through a 4-step phrase that can help you get your splits if you don't have them already. So come to a standing position. We did part of this stretch in the beginning of class, but we're going to start on that right leg. So we're going to start by separating those feet and bending forward. Now, if you're trying to get your splits, more than likely, you need to stretch out your hips and your hamstrings more. So really make sure that this front leg is straight. If it's bent at all, then you're not going to be stretching your hamstring, and that's the muscle you need to stretch to be able to do your split. So make sure it's nice and straight. So this is the first stretch. Moving into stretch number 2, we're going to come down to a lunge, and this will stretch that back hip. That back hip will also need a decent amount of flexibility to do your splits. So holding here for a few seconds. And then from here, we're going to drop that knee down and straighten that front leg. This is the third stretch that's helpful. Yeah. So making sure again that this leg is straight. And to further intensify it, you can flex that foot and that'll pull that stretch even more throughout your leg. Now from this point, you can slowly slide that front leg out and go just as far as you can into your split. So if you need to hold yourself up on your arms, that's fine. But do try to make sure that this front leg stays straight and it's that back leg that stays bent if you need it to. So when you're ready, try to go down just as far as you can. If you have your split, then just relax in your split. Okay, go ahead and relax, come out of that stretch. We're going to repeat that phrase on the left. So left side, left foot front, bending forward, making sure that that left leg is fully straight, not slightly bent at all, but completely straight all the way through. And step number 2, going down to that lunge to stretch the back hip back here. And third stretch, we drop that knee down and straighten the left leg. And if you can, flexing that front foot to pull that stretch all the way through. And from here, we're going to slowly slide that left foot out. You can keep the weight in your hands if you need to. Try to keep that left leg straight. And if you have your split, slide all the way out into it. And we're going to hold. Good. Come out of that stretch. You can shake it out. All right, so that is the end of our class today. Please note that a lot of the stretches that we do towards the end of class, and specifically in those splits, we just don't have enough time to get the full benefit of that stretch. So if the splits are something that you are working on and trying to achieve, make sure you do that 4-step phrase outside of class and try to hold each of those steps for at least 20 seconds, and that'll give you the biggest benefit of those stretches. So please keep that in mind as we go through our class. Starting next week, we will begin working on our choreography for this jazz unit, so be prepared for that. A lot of the phrases that we did in our class today, like our pas de bourrées and our chassés and our chaînés, you will need to get a good understanding of each of those phrases, because in several of our upcoming classes, we will be combining those steps into bigger combinations, to which those will be the stepping stones to some bigger and more advanced steps. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for week 8.